All right. Welcome to 905 Radio's weekly news wrap up show. I'm your host, Jaymie, and this is my co host, Jason. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello. So, this is our weekly wrap up, weekly news show from 905 Radio. So, if you want to follow us on any of our social media pages, we're on Facebook and Instagram, I believe, at 905 Radio. And we are at 905 R on Twitter, and I believe 905 Radio on Twitch as
Excuse me.
well. So if you find any of those, you can find links to all of our other social media platforms. And yeah, keep up with us, keep up with our schedules and stuff for game days and all that fun jazz.
Indeed.
Um, yeah. Alrighty, all right? So first thing we're gonna go over. Normally, since this is a weird week and the game is on a Monday, they haven't. They're going to do more presser stuff tomorrow. Um, and I just thought about this. If there's anything big that drops from those pressers, like anything really significant, I might hop on and do like a quick recap of that um, and whatnot.
One of
But
us will be on, that's for sure.
yeah, we'll figure something out. But we just wanted to keep this kind of consistent on the same day as best as we can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the injuries that we have listed from today's practice. And then Jason has some stuff that he's going to go over, and then we're going to preview the game for Monday night. So, first, for injuries for San Francisco, Eric Armstead did not participate in practice. He's probably not going to be playing, more than likely.
You know, it says that. I don't think he even made the flight out, honestly. From
You
what I
don't think
read,
so?
I don't think he even, yeah, I think he's still at home resting because there's no chance of him playing this week. So,
Yeah. Then Travarius Ward, not injury related, but he is not. He did not participate in today's practice. So we'll keep an eye on him, see if he gets a late flight out to the.
yeah, I haven't heard whether or not if he flew with the team or if he went home or anything, depending on, it doesn't say what actually is going on, just that it was a personal matter.
Yeah. Limited in practice is D lineman Samson Ibakam. Is that how you say it?
Ebukam.
Ebukon?
Ebukam. Ebukam.
Ebukon. Okay.
Took me
Um,
forever to figure out how to say it too. I kept pronouncing it like you did. Ebu.
yeah. He has his Achilles and his quadriceps. He did not practice. He was limited in practice today. Um, Probably won't play. That sounds like the Achilles makes me nervous. Just hearing that.
Yeah, he got
Sounds.
beat up playing on turf those 3 weeks in a row that it
Uh
was.
huh.
So it's been aggravating him and playing on turf, just like with any other injury, just makes it worse. And so
Mhm.
I don't see him coming back this week. We played
Mhm.
decently well without him with Omenahu and Jordan Willis.
Mhm.
So if those two keep producing the way they have been, especially with Drake Jackson coming on as well, just let him rest.
Yep, I agree. And then full participants in practice. D lineman Nick Bosa, not injury related, just a rest day for him. So he is playing. Don't worry, guys. He's playing. He's good. Um, Wide receiver Danny Gray, his ankle. He is full go.
Did you hear
So
about when he hurt that
when what?
in pregame before the Chargers game? He hurt himself.
Really? He
Yeah,
hurt his. Oh, that
he
sucks.
twisted his ankle in the pregame.
Oh man,
That
that's a
sucks. You're
bummer.
like getting warmed up and this and that. Like, nope, I'm hurt, can't play.
That's a bummer. Um, Trent Williams his rest day as well, so he's good to go for the weekend. So don't or for Monday night. So don't stress too much about all of that. For the Arizona Cardinals, did not participate in practice. Tight end Zach Ertz, his knee. Um, TDJ Humphreys, his back, and then cornerback Brian Murphy, his back as well.
I
So
don't know why it says that Zach Ertz did not participate. He's done for the season. He had surgery tore up his knee. So it's kind of weird that he's listed as that. I don't know why he hasn't been moved over.
Have they not put him on
Yeah,
IR yet?
no, and I don't understand why, because like I said, he's not coming back this year. He already had
Mm.
injury, so he's done. DJ Humphries, he's probably going to end up playing. Let's see, he is there. I wonder if he's the starting one. Can't find him.
Back injuries always make me nervous because I just think of blanking on his name. That the guy that we traded for with Kansas City, the lineman.
Oh, D Ford.
D Ford, yeah, there it is. D Ford.
Especially as a big guy.
Yeah, it like back injuries are no joke. So makes me a little bit nervous, but
it's kind of like when you get a hamstring injury. It's like even if you feel good, just one little thing sets you all the way back to ground 0.
mm-hmm.
What's up, media? How you doing, brother?
Hello, welcome. We are doing good. How's it going to you as well? We are doing great. If you have anything that you want to talk about specifically, anything that you've seen or anything, feel free to drop it in the comments and we'll get to it.
So yeah, like I said, like we're talking about, like just knee and back injuries are so finicky when it comes to those things, and then like I said, you'll be feeling great, like yeah, I'm good to go. Next thing you know, bam, all right, like oh nope, I'm back down to back to 0 again because I can't play.
Yep. All right, limited in practice. Safety Buda Baker, his ankle. Guard Max Garcia, his shoulder. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, hamstring, and quarterback Kyler Murray, his hamstring as well. So some big names on that list.
They're all going to play.
Yeah,
I don't see those guys missing a game. Well, Murray's the one I don't think he's going to play. They say it's game time, but I've seen it. I've been reading reports, and it's almost 50-50 whether or not they think he can play on Sunday. So it's kind of in the air. Mm-hmm. I don't see him playing just because it is a hamstring, and if they want to be, keep him for the rest, healthy for the rest of the season, he's going to need that rest.
Yeah. Yeah, so I could see that too. Like, especially if you're starting quarterback, like you don't want to mess up a hamstring injury, like at all.
And Colt McCoy is, Jimmy G light. He's not going to wow the world. He's decently efficient. So I mean, he's one of the better backup quarterbacks in the league. Mm-hmm. He's been a backup for years. He has decent success. I mean, he whooped our ass last year in November when we played him. So I mean, it's not like it's going to be a cakewalk playing him.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't fear Colt McCoy, kind of like with Kyler Murray, but at the same time, it's obviously he's not the same level of talent.
Yeah. Full participant in practice for the Cardinals was linebacker Marcus Golden. He had an illness, so he is probably good to go. I'm feeling better. Quarterback Colt McCoy, his knee, and kicker Matt Prater at his right hip and an illness as well. So full participant is pretty good, even though Fridays are normally like walkthroughs. But that honestly, probably today was their last full practice. They'll probably do like a little walkthrough tomorrow, I'm assuming. So yeah,
probably a quick walkthrough and then get on the plane.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that with the injuries. Nothing too surprising or anything too shocking. Probably is going to play out like we think. If Kyler Murray he's the only one that like I feel like if he will push himself to play. I don't know. I get that vibe a little bit now. Like if he feels good enough to play, he might want to try to play. But
I don't know. The new Call of Duty's out. I'm kind of hoping that he plays all weekend. So yeah, I kind of hope that I think he's actually like 1-4 on days when like Call of Duty drops and or they have like double XP weekends kind of a thing. So I'm hoping he's because they're still practicing over in Arizona. They didn't do any acclimation by going anywhere or anything like that. So I'm hoping the brother stayed at home playing some Call of Duty this weekend. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. I got this comment from what I heard. It was a full practice today. Pretty sure. Yeah. makes sense. Um, Kind of stay on the same schedule. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all the injuries. That's really all the big news. We don't have very much big news. Like I said, if anything drops tomorrow, um, and if something really big or significant drops tomorrow, then one of us might hop on to do a quick show, quick live stream for a little bit.
I didn't
Uh,
see anything that he said about Call of Duty. I did see the Twitter feed when he said something about I've been released by the San Francisco 49ers, and somebody's like, "What's your source?" And he was like, "Me."
oh yeah,
I saw that, but I haven't seen anything about him with Call of Duty. I don't. I mean, I don't follow him on Twitter or anything like that.
yeah. I saw his that tweet popped up on my Twitter
It was
feed.
hilarious. It's just like they're like source, and he's like,
Me,
"Me."
hello.
That's good.
What else did I
Okay.
got cut the day before Warzone 2 comes out? That's funny.
Hey, at least he's got something to do this weekend.
That's true. At least he has something to kind of like make him feel better
I
for a
don't
little bit.
understand why we cut him and got Eason. Eason is terrible. Like he is just a shit quarterback. So I don't quite understand why we dropped him to pick up Eason. It's just he's got a big arm, but that's about me. And I watched him. I didn't. I know he came out of UW as a big prospect. I actually saw a bunch of his games here at UW. I didn't think he was, NFL worthy. Maybe backup, but I don't see the jump in talent from one to the other than just like it's a big name acquisition. So maybe there was something there that we're not seeing, or maybe Zach just wanted to get cut so we can play some Warzone this weekend.
It possible, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. It is weird, and it kind of felt like it was out of nowhere. But
Yeah,
um,
maybe a contract thing or something like that. But I didn't understand it.
yeah, I didn't either. All right, you had some betting stuff that you wanted to go over, or what did you want to go over next?
Yeah, so for right now, for betting stuff, the over under is at 43.5 points. So for those
Okay.
that don't know, that's how many points combined both teams are scoring. I'm going to take the under on that just because of the quarterback situation in excuse me, in Arizona. Who knows what's going to don't go don't follow me for betting this year. I've been terrible when it comes to betting. I've lost quite a bit of money this year. Right now, the points, it's the Niners plus 8.5 points, and that has slowly been getting a little bit higher every day. So I don't think it's going to reach 10. Maybe it might get up to like 8.8 or something, but right now it's getting a little bit higher every day. One of the side prop bets that I've been looking at is will McCaffrey score both receiving and a rushing touchdown? So that's a good one I'm thinking about. And one that I'm really interested in, and it really doesn't, it has a little bit to do with play, but with this game being in Mexico City, obviously in Mexico, will Alfredo Gutierrez actually get in the game at some point? Whether it's on like a special teams, for a field goal, you know, obviously if it's a blowout one way or the other, guaranteed he gets in. But say it's in the fourth quarter, decently tight game. I don't know if they've lined him up as out there playing as like special teams on like field goal or anything like that. But would he get in? 5 minutes left for shits and giggles. It's like I don't. I'm going to put money on that he is going to get in the game at some point. And like I said, it goes down quite a bit if it's a blowout, or it skyrockets, I should say, if it's a blowout one way or the other. Really interested to see what's going to happen if it's a close game, and like, can we sneak him in for one play? Yeah, like I said, last drive, maybe just one play. Line him up. Tackle heavy on one side, or just something. Can we get him in? I'd love to see him. He's been there for a couple of years now. This is he is the player that we got from Mexico in our international program. So it'd be awesome to see him get in the game for this.
Oh yeah, hundred
Oh yeah,
percent. If we have a good lead, then
yeah,
for sure,
easy.
for
Yeah, like I
sure.
said, even if we're losing by a bunch, I totally expect to see him in the game. But like I said, just kind of something interesting. I'd love to see him get his chance in his home. I don't remember if he's actually from Mexico City, but obviously it's Mexico. He's the participant from Mexico in the international development. So either way, I'd love to see him get in. That stadium is going to be nuts if he gets in. There's 82,000 people, something like
Yeah,
that. Have you seen what the ticket sales are?
No, but I heard that a lot of them. The last thing I saw about that is that a lot of them were Niner fans that were
It's like
buying the tickets.
85% Niners. Like I don't. For some reason, when I think of Mexico, I think of a lot of Niner fans. I don't know why, but I always have. And so I wasn't so like I knew it was going to be a high number of Niner fans, but I didn't think it was going to be like 85%.
It's a lot, and we're supposed to be the away team
Yeah,
technically.
no, we're
We're
we're the home team. Yeah, we are listed away, but we are by far the home
the
team.
home team.
The home team in this, like I said, 85%. And then you get, like I said, you get Gutierrez in that game. That place is going to erupt. I didn't
Oh
actually
yeah,
realize how big of a city Mexico City was.
that's kind of crazy.
It's like
I
20
want him to
million.
get in now. I just want that to
Yeah,
happen. It'd be
in an
fun.
85, 87,000 stadium. So you're looking at what, 70,000 people cheering for one
Oh,
guy's. Yes, I have watched that interview actually. Cool guy.
oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to go over before we start
Not
breaking it down?
with betting stuff. The 8.5 points, I'll take that. I'll take the over on that.
Yeah, I think I would
So,
too. Yeah.
but yeah, that's all I have for betting stuff.
Okie dokie. All right. Do you want to preview the game now, or do you have anything else?
No, we can do the quick preview.
Quick preview. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, traveling down to Mexico City, playing against the Arizona Cardinals. No, I've been a little out of touch, but are the 49ers in Colorado practicing right
Yes, they're at the Air Force Academy.
now? Oh, okay. I didn't realize they like left the
Yeah,
state to go practice. I didn't realize that.
yep, yep.
That's
Because
actually cool.
it's way up there, kind of a thing to acclimate themselves to the altitude.
Because it's
Arizona
gonna be
is
high.
not. Yeah, Arizona's not. But I've also heard they've been practicing with the face mask.
Oh,
So
okay.
I haven't been paying. It's been a crazy week at work, so I haven't been able to do a whole lot of stuff with it. So, but I've heard here pieces here and there that they're practicing with the face mask on. But it's funny because it's freezing cold up in because obviously they're in Colorado, And then I saw the Ayuk's tweet where he was like, "I thought we were going to Mexico," and it's like 15 degrees outside in Colorado.
Oh.
There's have you seen the picture of Debo where he's just like, "No, dog." He's got the door. He's got the door about this far open. He's like, too cold. Not going.
No, I haven't seen
So
that, but that's funny.
it's on. If you look at the pages, I've been posting stuff. Like I said, it's been pretty funny to see some of the guys. They're all like, "Hey, man, we're about to be in Mexico here in about a few days where it's nice
Our
and warm. And we're
guys don't
freezing."
like cold. They do not like cold. It's funny. I find it pretty funny. I think it's smart that we're trying to adapt to like higher elevation. I think that's
It's
it can't
debatable.
hurt it. It can't hurt, you
I
know?
mean, it's debatable. Some people think say that it takes a week or two to actually do it, and so there's not actually
Like
enough
a point.
time. Yeah, there's not really a point to it. But I mean, like you just said, what's the worst that could happen? You
Yeah.
get something rather than nothing. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're at least trying.
Yeah. I'll give them that. They're at least trying. Yeah. The Kyler Murray thing is a big factor for that. That'll be interesting to see. Um, it's going to be interesting because we're playing the Cardinals now. Then we end with them at the end of the season with our
Yeah.
final game. So it'll be interesting. I haven't really paid very much attention to the Cardinals to be honest with you. I haven't caught any of their games.
Oh,
I know
they're not playing well.
no, that's what I've heard.
Like
Just
right
from
now,
like,
their offense is 28, their defense is 22, special teams is 21. They're just not clicking on anything right now.
mm,
But they're also the Cardinals. I mean, they run that air raid offense basically with Cliff Kingsbury.
mm-hmm,
Uh, that's kind of my biggest matchup to watch is that obviously you have DeAndre Hopkins. So
mm-hmm,
Ward's going to be covering him like a blanket for the most part. Then
mm-hmm,
you also have Rondell Moore, who's been playing pretty good this year. And then you also have Hollywood Brown, or Marquise Brown, however you want to know him as, who is possibly able to play this week. You get all three of those out there on the field at the same time. Who is going to cover those two because are we going to try Diamador back out there again to cover Lawndale and or Hollywood? So it's kind of interesting.
Why don't we know the time when we play the last game against the Cardinals?
You mean
Um,
like what time the game starts? Is that what
I
you mean,
think
Teresa?
I think she's referring to is because I was actually looking at tickets for that last game because it's in Levi's. Um, they haven't really. It's like to be determined.
Oh, because it could be flexed because
Yeah.
of flex games. So there's a good depending on how the season goes between now and then. That say all of a sudden us and the Cardinals get on the run, and that's kind of like with Seattle in 2019. It's possible that game gets flexed into a primetime slot. So I think the last 3 weeks, pretty much everything. Actually, I think you can start flexing next week is when they start. So everything
Mm.
is pretty much up, especially that last week. There's a ton of stuff, especially with divisional games. Obviously, us and the Cardinals are going to be a divisional game.
Mm-hmm.
So, we could start an early game if it doesn't make any difference, or if it's, determines, number one seed, division champ, will get slotted into one of the primetime games. So that's why we don't have a time yet on that one.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, yeah, cause that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's probably for flexing for the end of the schedule once we get close to down the line and playoff pictures and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep, you're
yeah,
welcome.
no problem. All right. Well, I mean, I feel like we have a good shot to win. I mean, the Chargers game was tough, but we ended up pulling that one out,
Yeah.
which is good. So, and I feel like the Cardinals are not as good of a team as the Chargers, so we should not have
No.
as difficult of a time.
No, but again, like we've said about a million times, this is also an NFC best matchup.
Yeah.
So both teams know each other any given Sunday, that kind of stuff. So I mean, um, obviously, I'd be more worried about if Kyler Murray was playing because we do
Mm-hmm.
struggle. Even though we're only giving up like less than 3.5 yards per carry for quarterbacks, even with the ones that scramble really good. So I mean, we're doing actually very well against scrambling court. We're actually it's more of a problem with them being able to throw on the run versus them running on us.
Oh, okay.
So we're actually pretty good with containing them. So that
Mm-hmm.
they're not the Russell Wilson run for 20 yards when he rolls out of the pocket kind of a thing.
Right.
But there seem to be breakdowns in the secondary and stuff like that. That's where we're getting caught. But like I said, Colt McCoy is nothing to worry about. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, last week he had like a 98 QBR. He ran a pretty efficient Jimmy-esque like performance.
Yep. Alrighty. You want to do score predictions and kind of wrap it up?
Damien, you are correct. For a guy that has an awesome name, he hasn't lived up to the name.
He does. He has a very football name. Like it's a good name.
Coming from Texas and everything else, like, yes, this man was born to play football.
Won't matter
Uh,
who.
won't matter
Yeah.
who the quarterback is, our defense. Like I said, yeah. But like I said, the thing is, it's any given Sunday. It only takes a couple of, just like with the Justin Smith in the Bears game, or excuse me, not Justin Smith, excuse me, Justin Fields. Both teams were playing in a monsoon. It just came down to Justin Fields making a couple of plays here and there, and that's all. Obviously, the weather is not going to be like it was in that game, but
Right.
yeah. So my prediction, I'm going to say 27-14 Niners. And
Right.
I'm also
Very
going to
very
put
close to Damien's
oh,
prediction.
oh yeah, definitely.
24.
And I'm
I'm
going
gonna.
to put money on Alfredo Gutierrez getting in the game. I'm just going to do it.
Hopefully he does. Hopefully he does. I'd say right around there. I say like 24. Like literally, I think right around where you guys are at. I'm not gonna go very much different because I don't think we'll score over 30 points. But
Which also keeps me underneath that 48.5 points right now. So
yep.
So I'm okay with that.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I think that's pretty much it. There wasn't very much to talk about this week.
Well, I like Teresa's 31-23 Niners.
Oh yes, please. That'd be nice. But yeah, 23. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one too. It would be nice for us to get over 30 points. I would like that.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I think that should do it for you guys. Well, like I said, feel free to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram at Nano Faithful Radio, and we're on Twitter at Nano Faithful R, and we're on Twitch at Nano Faithful Radio. And if you find any of those,
You'll find us.
you'll find us for sure. For
And don't
sure.
forget, Sunday we will be doing the usual. TJ will be going live at the pregame. I'll be live at halftime, possibly half asleep because I got to get up at 2 a.m. to go to work. So depending on the game, I may or may not be half asleep with what's going on. And then Jaymie, you're going on afterwards, depending on whenever the game.
Brian is. I'm not going to be able to make the post
That's
game.
right. Brian will be. So
yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll probably end up working late that night, so I'm probably not going to be able to see the game. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Alrighty. Have a good weekend.
Thank you very much. Bang, bang, Nana game.
Bang, bang. We'll see you guys Monday.
Deuces.
Bye.